Yes, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody is doing well. We're back with another upload. I didn't fancy doing a late night stream, not when I've got a very early start tomorrow morning and a very busy day ahead of me. Plus, also got a big stream coming up tomorrow night, which is going to be my preview of the Nottingham Forest game with special guest, Long-Haired Yeti. He shall feature on my channel tomorrow night at 9 p.m. But also, I have featured on Long-Haired Yeti's channel on a preview stream earlier today, which was live from 6 p.m., which is up on Long-Haired Yeti's Cave YouTube channel. So go check that out. Go check that out. We've started the conversation, and we're probably going to continue it pick up from where we left off. Essentially, perhaps we'll be discussing more of the same things. Maybe we'll discuss some other different things. We'll just have to see how it goes, basically. But big ups to Long-Haired Yeti. Make sure that you do go check out that wherever it is I'm pointing to. Go check out at that stream on his channel. Make sure that you are subscribing whilst you are over there. So big ups to Long-Haired Yeti. Big ups to everybody else as well. So thank you very much to everybody that has been liking the content, subscribing. We are still 9 subs away at the point of recording this. 9 subs away from 100 subs. So make sure you are liking and subscribing for this video especially. But big ups to everyone. So this evening, or rather today, or the last 2 days, we've had a lot of talk, a lot of action happening around ALTAY BAYINDIR. I'm pretty sure that's how you say his name. I might have butchered it. Please do not kill me. It is just the life of a Brit. We see a name that looks confusing and we make it sound equally as confusing. So forgive us. We're just like that. Degeneracy is rife in our masses. So you'll have to forgive us for that. But anyhow, so yeah, basically a new backup goalkeeper is on the radar. Finally. I'll tell you the way. So obviously Fenerbahce goalkeeper, ALTAY BAYINDIR, basically is the selected choice now to be backup goalkeeper, and I suppose the timing on it is coming at a point where we, as United fans, are looking at our transfer window and really sort of sitting in quite a deep hole, and not really knowing which way we're going to climb out of it. With a lot of players that we want to sell, that we need to sell, that we're not selling, they're choosing not to leave. So our club, without a backbone, without a spine, decides, you know what, player power can carry on. We'll just sit back and we will just watch the fan base fall into absolute chaos, as is the constant state of Manchester United in the modern day. And basically, one of the people that we are subject to were selling, that we have essentially had on the sell list for a very long time, and probably knew it from last summer, that we wanted to sell the player, was Dean Henderson. He didn't want to be here. He said so last summer. Didn't want to be a Man United goalkeeper anymore. Just wants to go and play for a club where he is guaranteed minutes. Now, he's been linked, obviously, for the most part, to Nottingham Forest. That didn't materialise. Then it was materialising itself again, and then it's sort of it's sitting on the fence a bit with that story. But I think Crystal Palace, as it stands, are currently the front runners for that, for a Dean Henderson deal. And by the looks of it, that's going to be another loan with an obligation to buy, which is not really contributing so much to this summer's transfer budgets. But we're happy enough, anyways, to do a backup goalkeeper. However, Mr. Cheap midfielder signing, that is absolutely a necessity. Over here in Sofia and Amrabat, we couldn't spare a nickel to doing that deal. We couldn't spare a nickel, um, and it's disastrous, isn't it? It really is disastrous to think about, with all things considered, that we're desperately in need of another defensive midfielder. We desperately need extra depth in midfield, and we desperately need a fit striker that can actually lead the line. But backup goalkeepers, we sold Matish Kovar. I mean, for anyone that will say, well, Matish Kovar probably wanted first team football, so did Dean Henderson. So does Dean Henderson. He wants first team football as well, but apparently we're perfectly fine. Plus, also, by the way, Matish Kovar actually played pre-season. He actually played in pre-season, so Dean Henderson hasn't. You know, so there is a baffling point in and of itself. So we're happy to let go of Matish Kovar, but Dean Henderson, oh no, we might want to keep him. We might want to keep him. Thankfully, there should be a resolve to this, to that situation, and that we get a backup goalkeeper that actually fits the profile of a backup goalkeeper to Andre Onana, in ALTAY Bayindir from Fenerbahce. I don't know how good he is. I've not watched him. Um, he seems to be relatively popular with the Fenerbahce lot. I don't know just how good he actually is. So if you are a Fenerbahce supporter or someone that has watched him before, let me know what sort of a goalkeeper we're getting out of that deal. Supposedly about €6 million deal, thereabouts, which is it's one of those little flash deals that you just do because you need something desperately to fill out a certain slot in your squad, and there it is. Basically, just plug that hole right there. Happy days. I still believe that Sofyan Amrabat deal is the most important deal of the entire summer. I just do, because goalkeepers can be goalkeepers. Fact of the matter is they can still stop shots, but we've got no midfielders, barring Casemiro, that can actually do anything defensively. The only midfielder at the club, at the football club, that can do anything defensively. Otherwise, we're talking maybe centre-backs being moved into midfield, and people are starting to say that. They're starting to say, oh, well, maybe if we just try Lindelof, maybe if we just try Martinez, why do we need to try and compensate just to, let the board slip by yet again? We're letting them slip by yet again. We'll say, well, no, it's fine, it's fine. We'll work around it. We'll work around it. You didn't sign a player that we desperately needed. Nah, don't worry about it. We'll get on all right without him. It's all fine. We've got Scott McTominay. Just ignore all the tweets and all the things I've said about Scott McTominay for years. It's fine. We're going into a new season. Well, we've already started a season and we've won one game that we should have lost, and we lost a game that we should have lost. So yeah, it's not great, and we're getting people perhaps trying to think, well, Scott McTominay can prove useful to us. But you spent all of last season, the season before that, the season before that, the season before that, and maybe the season before that, slagging him off. So which one is it? You either really want Scott McTominay or you really don't. And I really, really, really don't want Scott McTominay here. So, yeah, there's vital deals we should be doing. Very, very vital deals that this club are trying to find every excuse in the book to not do the deal. Oh, FFP, oh, sell to buy, or what? Okay, well, you need to sell players to buy. Why are you buying a goalkeeper then? Is was Sofian Amrabat not reported to be the priority signing not several weeks ago? Sofian Amrabat, new priority. He's going to be the next signing in through the door. But we're making space for a goalkeeper transaction. We're making space for that. Brandon Williams, a must-sell player, has left on another loan deal to Ipswich. Why? Why have we not sold him? Where's the player sales? We're dealing in loan deals again. We're trying to do loan transactions again. Why? What's up with loaning? Sell them. Sell them. I mean, we just let Emeran go for 850k. 850k. I mean, cool, get sell-on clauses so you get money in the future. But seriously, like we're selling all the players, right? That we look at and we say their future is not vital to Manchester United's future. It's not, right? But we've got players that will very much impact the near future and quite potentially the far distant future for Manchester United Football Club's first team. And we're sitting around contemplating, oh, but do we sell a player before we buy, or do we buy a player regardless of selling? Well, straight away, that news report is provided the most insane contradiction that busts any element of there being FFP restrictions or a sell to buy in the form of a lack of funds. So you've just outed yourself to the whole fan base, to the world. We are contemplating whether to sell to buy or just buy regardless of the selling. Make of that what you will. I mean, I I'm pretty sure that I knew set from the get-go that this board is never to be trusted for anything, and that we should never actually take what they say as gospel, because most of the time they are lying. It's like John Murtough, the sympathy reports saying, oh, John Murtough feels like he's been disrespected by other clubs' hierarchies and their other clubs' boards, and like, mate, forget other clubs disrespecting you. The fan base of your own club are disrespecting you, and rightfully so. Go focus on repairing that before worrying about the boardroom stuff. Because they talk money, fans don't. Yeah? Fans don't talk money. The business people you deal with, they do. So your emotions, your sadnesses, your, oh, I feel like I'm bullied by these people. I feel like I'm disrespected by these people. Who cares? Who cares? Seriously, it's like they will take money and they'll just dab their tears with their stacks of cash. Oh, poor John Murtough. Poor John Murtough. And once again, he's gotten away with bloody murder. We've signed 3 players, 2 are not fit, and one of those 2 not fit players, we don't even know what the hell we're doing with them. And he's got the number 7 shirt, right? He's the star signing. And we could not have the slightest Scooby-Doo of what the hell he's meant to be doing here. Nobody knows. Let's be real. Nobody knows. 2 games played. No one understands what his role is. Great. Fantastic. So we've established that. I'm going to wrap this up. Big ups to everybody. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure that you are liking and subscribing the content. Subscribing to the channel, but liking the content. We are closing in on 100. Let's get this channel across that line. Let's get it done. But do be sure to tune in tomorrow, 9 p.m, for the preview of the Nottingham Forest game on this channel. be there, turn up, big up your damn selves, and we'll see you on the next one. Ciao for now.